Well, as you can see, I'm building another set of speakers. This is for a friend of mine, and these speakers have bottom firing woofers, subwoofers actually, and so they need to be off of the floor. So I need to create some kind of outrigger, and this is what I came up with. These are not made of wood, which is what I would normally do. These are made out of PLA and TPU, 3D printed on my new 3D printer. So what I'm doing is I'm using a new program that I just discovered. It's not a new program, but it's new to me. It's called Tinkercad. It's an online program and it's free. And it's really kind of easy to use. I'm not techie at all, but I managed to figure out how to do this without too much of a hassle. You can see what I'm doing. I'm just grabbing parts from the right side there that are pre-made parts, and I'm just sticking them on the work plane and I'm adding them together. So I attach that sphere, I attach that to the cylinder, and I made the basic structure of the outrigger. Now I combined it so that they're one piece. And then I've got to make the flat part there that's going to rest on the bottom of the speaker. The bottom of the speaker is on an angle, so I'm using this, what do you call that, pyramid, triangle, 3D triangle, shapes, I don't know. I'm a preschool teacher, I should know what shape that is. But anyway, this is a rectangle-y kind of thing, and I'm using that to just basically erase the rest of that sphere that I don't need. So checking this over, this looks good, so I'm combining it and then I'm grouping it. So now I've got that shape there, and that really wasn't too hard. I mean, like I say, I haven't been messing with this for too long. I had maybe 20 minutes total messing with this Tinkercad program when I designed these outriggers the first time. So what this is going to be is a cylinder, and the cylinder is basically going to be a screw hole. Now this thing, like I said, it's a reenactment. The piece is actually way too small, but I'm just trying to show you how I made it so that you can see how easy it is, because if I can do it, my gosh, any idiot can do it. I'm not techie at all. You can spin it around up the top and the bottom. It's really cool. And then you can move your cylinders up and down and create the height that you want. So I want this cylinder to go into it from the bottom so I can screw the outriggers, or so I can screw the bumpers in, but I don't want it to go through the top. I want the top to be solid. So that's how you design it. And then you take it and you group it, and then it turns into like one thing. Now I'm making the bumpers for the bottom, and that's just basically a half of a circle. I'm just sort of resizing it. You can type in numbers into the resize areas and it'll make it whatever shape you want it to be. So I kind of made this probably more complicated than it needed to be. Rather than just use one bumper, see, I didn't want to use like a hard surface bumper because I didn't want it to scratch the floors, because this is for a friend of mine, she's renting. I don't know how it's going to get used, so what I did was I made an inner bumper and I made an outer bumper. The outer bumper is going to be the softer TPU stuff, it's kind of rubbery. The inner bumper is going to be the same hard material, in this case carbon fiber PLA, that the outrigger is made out of. And that's just sort of going to create a place for the threaded rod, which I'm making an opening for here, trying to. I'm not an expert in this, so don't judge me. I'm doing the best I can. I still don't know much, but anyway, this little piece I'm working on, this little light blue piece, is going to be the inner bumper, and that's going to take the threaded rod. The outer bumper, it's got that cutout in it. It's got that hole so that it'll accept the small inner bumper. Now that's what it looks like all finished. Nothing fancy, but half decent looking, and it does the job. So this is it printing. It's not solid, it has infill in it, but it's very sturdy because it's made of that carbon fiber PLA. This is also carbon fiber PLA. It's the inner bumper, and that fits into the outer bumper, which is made of that rubbery TPU stuff. So I'm marking up the length that I need for this threaded rod. It's 1/8 inch, 8-32. I guess that's the metric conversion of it. But I am now going to hacksaw part of that off to the right length. I think it's 1/8 of an inch or so, basically. And since I have a tap and die set, I am going to try to deburr and get rid of any little pieces of metal sticking out. So I'm just going to use the die and screw it on there and just run it through to try to get rid of any little stray pieces of metal that might scratch up or mess up the carbon fiber as I'm screwing it in. If you didn't have a tap and die set, I don't think it would matter. If you could get a little nut, sometimes you put a little nut on one end and run it through and it'll but it pretty much does the same thing. Now I'm taking the tap and I'm creating threads in the outrigger for the that piece of threaded rod that we just cut off. And not an awful lot of material came out. Some did, but I don't know if this cuts it as much as just pushes it aside. I assume it cuts it some because a little bit of fibers did come out, but it wasn't too much. So that was the outrigger. This is the little inner bumper that's also stiff rigid and made of the carbon fiber PLA. So screw that in all the way. Try to get those threads cleared out for that as well. Just a little word of warning, if this carbon fiber PLA, it's a little bit of an irritant, kind of like fiberglass. So if you're working with it, don't rub your eyes or anything like that. It can be irritating. There's little fibers that get into your skin and stuff. So I'm just starting the little piece of threaded rod in the outrigger, and then I'm taking some super glue gel and just putting a goodly amount on there, and I'm screwing that all the rest of the way in. And the last little bit, just to get it snug, I'm just using the pliers to hold it. Then I'm going to take that same super glue, and I like the gel because it's thicker and it has a little bit more working time. And then I'm taking that inner bumper, that rigid one, and I'm screwing that on. I'm going to screw it down until it meets up with the body of the outrigger, and I screwed it on tight. And that's basically one thing now. That's all super glued together. See, the reason I'm doing it this way is because I figured that softer, rubbery TPU stuff, it would adhere better and it would be less stressed if it had just a little inner bumper to stick to. You know what I mean? Rather than have it be sort of solid and have a piece of metal rod in it. I didn't know if it would be as sturdy or if the metal rod eventually would poke through or whatever. I just figured, I don't know, I probably just overthought it, but that's what I did. You can tell me in the comments if I just way overdid it. But I don't know, it came out neat anyway. I kind of feel like it's going to be sturdy and dependable. And they don't look super strong, but the speakers we're mounting these onto are not real heavy. They're fairly light speakers. So this is what it looks like. What do you think? I mean, I like the way it came out. It's not super fancy, but the cabinet itself is pretty over the top as far as curves and stuff and angles. So I don't think I need anything else drawing a bunch of attention away from the cabinet. This just needs to be there and do its job and not look any kind of weird way or anything. I thought about painting them, but I think the look of the carbon fiber kind of looks neat by itself. And that rubbery TPU on the bottom, it's kind of like a little bit glossy. It looks like spun metal. Like spun aluminum or something, but a little darker. Anyway, that's what it looks like. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Let me know in the comments. And like I said, I'm still learning with this 3D printing stuff, but I kind of like the way this came out, and I can see myself using my 3D printer for more speaker related stuff in the future. Well, that's it for this one. Thanks a lot for watching, and we'll see you soon.